It's time to get your Clix fix.
All right, welcome back to Clix Fix. I'm Rory. Still haven't gotten to play in the last few days, but I've had a few days off of work, so I've been thinking a little more about Heroclix lately. Uh, Looking forward to getting back into the shop. Hope all the guys did well at the state tournament the other day. I don't think any of the guys from my shop won, but I think they had some fun. I watched some of the videos online. But yeah, I am ready for my Clix fix today. Wanted to do a team building video today. One awesome Clix. Now, this one is just for fun. It's not that I think this would do any. It might not even do very well in a normal casual tournament, but I think it'd be fun. And then today, so I had the team built. And I was thinking about it, and then today the video drops where the Ultra Chase collector comes out. Like, okay, I gotta put this team out because this team will be very much not effective against collector, uh, but it kind of has the same idea as him. Anyway, let's get to the team. We are going to be focusing this uh, team around Deadpool. Now, not just a regular set Deadpool. It is the uh, Ellie, the prize Deadpool when the last Deadpool set came out. As you can see, it's the one holding the trophy. It came with the trophy and all that jazz. So, as you can see at the top here, it is not a theme team, not by keywords, but it is themed around getting equipment and basically loading this Deadpool up as much as we can before he dies. But let's get started. We'll take a look at Deadpool first. He is a wild card, which is great because we'll definitely be using that. And when an equipped opposing character, his first trait. When an equipped opposing character is KO'd, equip any equipment that was equipped to that character to Deadpool. So you want him to be KOing the figures on your opponent's team that have equipment. Again, might not be effective at all against certain teams, especially if they're just not using equipment. But it's prevalent these days, and with the collector's trove coming out, people are going to be wanting to use equipment. Deadpool may be equipped with multiple equipment, which is great. When his other trait, meta enough for you, when an opposing game element leaves its sideline, roll a d6. 5 through 6, you score 10 victory points. So that's really great because lots of times things leave the sideline. Beetlejuice being a big one these days. So if people pop him in and out, like each time he comes out, you have a chance to get 10 points. Oh, there's the pup. We might get some barking here in a bit. So. Then later on in his dial, towards the end, he's got a special defense, regeneration, super senses when he uses either. If he's equipped with 2 or more equipment, increase the result by 2. Now, an earlier version of this team that I had, it had a 25 point, the new Miles Morales on there. And that was mostly so he could copy super senses, have, just super senses on a 6 towards the beginning, and crazy super senses towards the end. So if you want to do something like that, totally do it. Totally can recommend it. You just have to probably replace some of the figures. Yeah. So we'll get to some other possible pieces you might want to put on the team. Um, but yeah, get back to that one. So we're focusing on him. He's being played. This Deadpool's being played at 110 points. he starts off, running shot, Pensai, uh, with the range combat expert. So he's got a 12 for 4 damage at range. So he's decent. He has a decent probability of KOing some figures. He can hit through uh, reducers. He has a decent amount of damage, and an 11 attack at range, 5 range, and 2 targets. So I always love having multiple targets. You're like, there's the one I want to hit and the one I might hit. Ooh, got some Discord stuff popping up. Just get rid of that. Anyway, so during construction, we are equipping him with the trophy that he came with. When this character KOs an opposing character, score an additional 5 victory points. And since we are just trying to make sure he's the one that's KOing opposing characters, it's 20 points, but hey, getting more points is always great. So even if it's bystanders, love to just KO as many bystanders as possible. And if he's doing it, great, get more points. So the next figure that I've got on the team here is Batman from the Masters of Time. Now I'm starting with this guy because he's kind of the main one for this build, the pirate one. Rare. So he's got the switching or healing trait. I won't go into that too much, but we have all the other non super rare versions because we're focusing on pieces that are a little easier to get a hold of. But if you do have the super rare one, you can toss him on the sideline as well because he's really good. But this one, Gotham's Greatest Plunderer, this guy's other trait. When Batman hits with a close attack, if he didn't begin the turn on the map, choose an equipment equipped to a hit character and remove it from the game. So if you don't think Deadpool can finish them off to get an equipment, but you really need to get the equipment off of your opponent's team, you can, on a later turn, switch to this Batman and hit him with a close attack and remove their equipment from the game, which is great. He also is great to start with because he's a taxi. He can carry 3. And if you got the right map and you want to give your adjacent characters the swim symbol, the dolphin, yeah, he's a solid piece. And he can perplex up Deadpool's attack. Just, yeah, I like this guy. And then, Batman's a Swiss Army knife. You can use any version of Batman for whatever situation you might be in. But we are equipping this Batman during force construction with the broadsword construct. And this was kind of just because of the points. You can play around with the equipment that you put on this team. There's a lot because, again, you're wanting to get stuff from your opponent. Whatever equipment you have, you can figure out a great way to use it. It kind of just depends on what you have. And with the Collector's Trove set coming out in the next bit, options are going to open up. I probably would have chosen some of those if I have them. They are all considered like super rares, so I didn't really put them on here, but I figured if you got this Deadpool, you probably got the trophy. Broadsword, yeah, it's there if you have it. It's kind of just a placeholder for any good equipment that you want to put on Batman, because when you switch Batman to one of the other Batman, that equipment will drop and you can just have Deadpool pick it up because he can be equipped with multiple equipment. So this, if you're using the broadsword, gives him +1 defense and Blades, Claws, Fangs, which is great. He has Blades, Claws, Fangs in the middle of his dial, which is fine, but not at the beginning. So if you want to have access at the beginning because your opponent rushes up, whatever. And then we'll move on to Mime Pool. This guy is funny. Also just black and white. It's fun to see his dial. It's all black and white. But power. his main thing here: power. Once per game, choose an equipment on your sideline and equip it to mine pool. So you can get here. I put the hell cycle and the motorcycle. Whatever you decide would be good to be on the sideline, and then whichever one is most applicable to taking down your opponent. That's the one you put on mine pool. And then if it's you want to do something that's useful enough that maybe mine pool will become a primary target so that he drops the equipment and then Deadpool can pick the equipment up. But also you want to keep Deadpool safe, so mine pool has his special defense barrier, so he can just pop out barriers, give Deadpool a turn to equip things if he needs to, and he's a source of outwit. Neighbor's not barking now. We'll just deal with it. I'm outside because the family's inside, but just trying to relax a bit before the holidays come in full swing. Anyway, okay, so mine pool gets the equipment and possibly drops it for Deadpool. Now, also, if you got Deadpool and the trophy, you probably got Bob, Agent of Hydra. I don't know if it came out. I can't remember if it came out at the same time, but it came out around the same time, a little after the actual set dropped. So this is a team up card. That's what they call them, right? Team up card, yeah. Deadpool's minion. So this is the main reason we have him here. Adjacent friendly characters named Deadpool can use the effect of any equipment equipped to Bob, Agent of Hydra. And we give Bob the trick arrows. So he just goes along. He's basically the quiver, and let Deadpool use the arrows. And you can use whichever arrows are best against your opponent. That depends on what your opponent plays. Lots of great options, especially like Too Dangerous and Big. I like Nth Metal, Phantom Zone. There's just so many options. Kind of depends on what they have. And let's take a look at Bob a little bit more. His other trait: if a friendly character with a Deadpool core or Hydra keywords has been damaged this turn, if you're going to try to take out Deadpool or Bob, if they've been damaged, Bob, Agent of Hydra, can't be targeted by opposing characters, which is great. Like, he can't be double tapped because, his defense is not great. Unless they hit him for a big whopping 5 right at the beginning. If they do, then he'll drop the arrows and then Deadpool can pick him up. Anyway, yeah. And he's got prob for opposing characters. Oh, prob, but only if an opposing character is within range of line of fire. So it's got a conditional prob, but it's some prob, which is good. Good to have. And then because we have the trick arrows on the team, I thought it would be awesome to put Lucky on there so we can possibly get some arrows back and reuse them over and over and over. Trick arrow equipment for revealing the card, you may roll a d6. Yeah. So yes, we'll read the trait here. At the beginning of the game, generate a pizza object. A friendly character would use the trick arrow equipment. Before revealing the card, you may roll a d6, 4 through 6. Shuffle a friendly used trick arrow card into that character's unused trick arrow cards and set them face down. But he also gets rid of shape change for characters within 4 squares, which is great because, especially if they don't have many figures to target, getting rid of shape changes, getting rid of any rollouts is good. I don't know if you'd ever use his super senses or you definitely use the super senses, but Mastermind on this team, I don't know. Kind of depends if you want to protect for the getting rid of the shape change or his enhancement, because then could boost Deadpool with the perplex on there. You could get him to a 12 for 5 penetrating, which is solid stats, and then just stack stuff on him. So that's the team that I came up with. Again, besides Deadpool and the trophy, of course, they're all a little bit easier to get, to find. I mean, I have 3 trophies because people, they just had a bunch of them. I have 3 of the Team Up Bob cards. So if anybody needs one, contact me and we'll figure out a trade or something like that. So that's the main team of trying to load up Deadpool with equipment and make him deadly. Now, if you want to go in a different direction, if you want to do stuff that has is a little harder to get, or maybe you already have, there's a few here that I was thinking of. If you want to go themed, instead of Batman, you could use the super rare Storm pieces from the Deadpool set, so that you equip her, she switches to the other version, drops the equipment like that. So, but then you'd be going in an X-Men direction. Then you can just make an X-Men team and figure that out. Totally understandable if you want to go in that direction as well. And then here, well, let's check these keywords. It's got assassin. Oh, she's warrior, marksman, martial artist. No, they don't share any. Still keeping it unthemed, but if you have the super rare prime Elsa Bloodstone, she kind of functions similar to Deadpool, but she steals equipment just when she hits, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just when she hits. And then she can equip the stuff to somebody else, so she could equip it to Deadpool. Originally, I was like, oh, I could use Shuri to give the vibranium stuff, but then my friend I took another look at Shuri, and my friend, when I got too excited about it, my friend Jay, he was like, no, because Shuri says that they have to be unequipped, so she can't stack that stuff on somebody else. That would be awesome. Give 3 vibranium weapons to Deadpool and 3 vibranium armors to give him +3 to attack and defense. Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun, but oh, too bad she doesn't allow it. But I guess she could equip it to other people. They drop them, and then Deadpool could go pick them up and equip them. But that's just a lot of actions for equipping, which could happen in this team as well, but just not so much. If you're trying to get 3 vibranium armors and three weapons. Anyway, moot point. Didn't build that team because of way Shuri is worded. But yeah, this is my team based around this Deadpool, because I want him to be good. I want him to be fun, and I think this team would be fun. And I think he's a decent figure in general anyways, especially with the possibility of just getting points when your opponent brings something in from the sideline for whatever reason. That would have definitely been good in the days of the ID cards. It's like, oh, you're doing that? That gets me 5 points because you're using the card. And hey, let's see what the dice say. Oh, I get 10 more points. Just think about it. Funny. That was a long time ago, ID cards. But yeah, my other idea. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Yes, Black Manta. He's another figure that steals equipment. Not necessarily can give it to Deadpool, but is another one if you're wanting to just go along the lines of stealing your opponent's equipment. He can help in that way. Also, like I was saying before, if you want to rebuild the team in a way to get somebody with the Wonder Woman, I guess, good word, Wonder Woman or Spider-Man team ability, so that Deadpool can copy that, so that his defense is way awesome at the end, that crazy super senses. I mean, it's all moot if they have outwit or whatever, but still, it's always fun to have crazy high super senses. So either of those team abilities would be good, but he also, I mean, to keep him protected from range, you can copy the Batman team ability, give him stealth. Um, oh yeah, Bob has Hydra, so he could help when Deadpool is attacking as well, and then Deadpool could help somebody else who's doing a range attack. Lots of different things that can happen. That's why I love this game. Heroclix is so much fun. Well, yeah, let me know what you think. Is this just garbage? Not worth even playing for fun? What would you do with Deadpool? How would you make this Deadpool really good? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all those things that everybody on YouTube says. Um, and then we will see you next time. Hope that I gave you a good Clix fix today or tomorrow, whenever you might watch this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.